Hello, I'm Dr. Deneen Gus, Monterey County Superintendent of Schools. The Monterey County Office of Education is thrilled to partner with United Way Monterey County. We partner together on Stuff the Bus as well as Preschool Service Corps, just to name a few. United Way is a great partner. They do so much in support of the children and families of Monterey County. They won't let you down. Our strong partnership allows organizations that share the goal of making a positive impact in their communities the ability to deepen our ties, leverage our resources, and coordinate efforts such that together we make an even greater impact on those we serve. Living united, working together, we can all do so much more. Thank you, United Way, for being an amazing partner.
So many families have been impacted in Monterey County by the United Way this year. They have managed to, despite the pandemic, deepen our community partnerships over the past year, especially with the Office of Emergency Services. And they have played a vital role of communication in our community and working with the partners to support so many different areas, food and rental assistance. Obviously, those are critical, all while continuing to provide the programs that we know and rely on from the United Way each and every day. These are the ones that we count on for our community. And so we're going to spend a little bit of time this morning, and we are going to actually recognize some of these very special partnerships with the United Way. And what better way to do it than start with our United Way of Monterey County Board Chair, Sandy Eason, who is the Vice President and Chief Operating Officer at Pacific Valley Bank. Sandy.
Good morning.
Well set?
I think I am. Oh, there you go. Okay, I got to tell you this morning I came in and they were putting the mic on and told me, you know, it's a hot mic. Best tip I've received in years. Your mic is on, it's hot. Make sure you put it on mute if you go to the restroom. I was like, oh. So,
do I have some stories to tell you?
Oh, okay. Thank you all very much. It's because of you that we're here today. And as Dan and Katie both talked about, it's the power of partnerships. That's what we're celebrating today. United Way, we could not do this without all of you here in the room and all of you out there watching. Power of partnerships. We've expanded our depth and breadth of positive impact, specifically due to our partnerships, especially last year during COVID and this year. We wish we could have just said last year as it continues. You know, it goes all the way from the warm meal delivered with a warm smile, to the shut-in senior, to the warm bed and a safe place to lay your head, to the single mom. It's because of all of you there that we're able to do this. Last night I was thinking about, you know, we all know partnership, partner, and I thought, you know, I wonder what Webster says, you know, a different. So I actually looked up synonyms for partner, and it just seems perfect to share. Partner, an ally, a companion, a friend, a participant, a buddy, a cohort, a collaborator, a comrade, and a helper. How much more perfect is that we're here today talking about all of those words and what all of you and your organizations mean to us at United Way of Monterey County. The power of partnerships. I'm going to leave you with one little quote you've probably heard before, but it's so fitting, by Helen Keller. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. And with that, picture's worth 1,000 words. Want to share a video that we put together of much of the work that we've done over the past year. Roll it. Is that what we say, Dan?
Serving our community is a way of life that can only be made possible with partnership and collective vision. Thank you to our partners for your persistence as we all work together to adapt to new ways of collaboration. With the support of our partners, we are seeing results, new programs set up to meet immediate needs, and deepened commitment through new forms of community engagement. The pandemic galvanized our partnerships. Together, we replaced the negative narrative of COVID-19 with our robust collaboration and collective vision for Monterey County, a caring and connected community where everyone has the chance to succeed.
We have been in partnership with United Way of Monterey County for the past 3 years. What makes our partnership great is our strong communication and our efforts to bring much needed resources to our community. And that's helping the families become self-sufficient and continue to be successful in their future goals.
I am very proud to be in partnership with the United Way, which has allowed us as an agency to move and work beyond our regular area of services. It has also allowed us to make faster referrals through the active referral network to other agencies. It has also made our connection stronger with other agencies.
Gathering for Women's partnership with United Way, Monterey County, and its active referral network enables us to provide healthy meals, clean clothes, hot showers, and case management to hundreds of women experiencing homelessness and housing insecurity.
We are very proud of our partnership with the United Way. Every year, the United Way, through their Stuff the Bus program, provides 4,500 children and youth throughout Monterey County with backpacks and school supplies much needed to be successful in school. We are also members of the Active Referral Network, which is a network of organizations that band together to help support children and youth and families experiencing homelessness throughout Monterey County.
Through our partnership with United Way of Monterey County, Community Action Partnership of San Luis Obispo has been able to leverage its strengths in the capacity building of our informal childcare providers, known as family, friend, and neighbors. During the pandemic, United Way has been vital in bringing resources to our FFNs in order for them to continue providing services and support to our children.
Hernandez College and United Way have collaborated in the effort to bring down economic barriers for hundreds of families here in Monterey County through VECA, which is a program that assists families and students in their application for federal student aid.
Here at UPC, we enjoy a relationship with United Way Monterey County. Each year, we host the VITA program, or the Voluntary Income Tax Assistance Program, here in our main campus and at our Marina campus, where community members can come and have their taxes prepared at no cost.
We have been partnering with VITA for at least 8 years, and throughout this time, we have seen the numbers increase of participants who come to Hernandez College to complete their federal taxes.
The partnership with United Way has felt more like a collaboration instead of a funder. And I feel this is attributed to our missions being very much aligned in supporting individuals and families of Monterey County in their journey to achieve economic self-sufficiency.
Mujeres en Acción is a program to help women become economically self-sufficient and also develop their leadership skills so they can act effectively in public life. Our partnership with United Way has been crucial to this development of the women. We have worked with we have partnered with United Way for rental assistance, with the Golden State Stimulus, with the Earned Income Tax Credit. So all this is really helping the community.
Since June, Housing Resource Center and United Way have worked together on the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, where they have allowed landlords to be able to apply directly to our agency with regards to helping their tenants who are behind on rent due to COVID.
We are really proud to partner with the United Way and participate in the Emergency Food and Shelter Program. It has enabled us to expand our services across all of Monterey County. It has supported our 90-day emergency shelter for families, enabled us to provide gas vouchers for seniors, and has also helped with rental assistance.
Everyone is concerned about how they're going to be fed. So it was wonderful that the United Way funding helped us partner with restaurants to bring meals to those in need. And we're definitely looking forward to the future working with United Way and seeing what other programs we can create to support the community.
What continues to resonate with us is the sheer determination and commitment by our community to do more by partnering more. This is what has made and will continue to make a lasting and meaningful difference in the lives of Monterey County residents. Thank you, our partners, for giving us a strong reason to always live united.
It just shows how many different facets of our community are impacted by the United Way. And as we know, 2020 had such a critical impact on everything. And it just magnified the need. It magnified the role of so many of these agencies. It heightened public awareness to these issues, though. And that's been critical to help us address them and not return, when this is over, to the status quo. But also enable us to form a more equitable and a more thriving community in our county. And to accomplish it, we need the support of partners, Katie, right? Who've got the experience and the reach in order to deliver. And these are the people you work with every day.
And we're so proud to be part of so many coalitions. First, I want to talk a little bit about the early childhood community and what we call our ECE partners, early childhood education. And some of the strongest partnerships we're involved in are in this sector. When the pandemic started, there was a real quick convening of a variety of partners to get together and really identify what the most urgent needs were for children and families, for child care providers, and with a specific focus that United Way has been interested in is quality early care and learning. So how do we support that through these uncertain times? And we've continued to support the work of the informal child care providers, the family, friends, and neighbors. You'll hear us talk about FFNs. And so we know that here in Monterey County, most of the child care is actually unlicensed. Many people need to use a friend, a family, or somebody that's an informal child care provider. So we're working to support that community in addition to all the crucial supports for the licensed child care. So we have been really proud to work with that network, and that really has been spearheaded by partners such as Bright Beginnings, First Five Monterey County, Quality Matters Monterey County, the Mexican American Opportunity Foundation, MAOF, which operates the online website for people to actually find open childcare spots and subsidies, the Community Action Partnership of San Luis Obispo County, which is known as CAPSLO, operates an amazing group of early learning programs in our community, as well as Go Kids, Inc. And so with this collaboration, we've done many things, but a couple of them are we've provided support for 80 home-based childcare providers, or FFNs, with one-time cash support. So one of the things that we've realized during this pandemic that's needed is cash support for people to use as they need to address unexpected expenses, PPE. In the situation of childcare, we know that the bottom line isn't what it used to be, that childcare providers, because of a variety of reasons, can't operate at full capacity. And so we've been really proud to be able to provide some financial support in that area. And with Go Kids and CAPSLO, we've distributed over 100 iPads to childcare providers in Gonzales, Greenfield, and Salinas to help them better connect with families, with their schools, and to promote learning with the children that they're serving. So Dan, that's just a little bit about our childcare work.
And there's a whole lot more than just childcare too. United Way and the partners also provide access to early learning opportunities for our young leaders as well. And so with the support of the Greenfield Union School District and Mary Chapa Academy, Early Development Services at Avondale Early Education Center, as well as the Monterey County Office of Education, Salinas Child Development Center, all together, United Way launched the Monterey County Preschool Service Corps program, and they did this in the midst of a pandemic in August of 2020. The goal of this early learning initiative is to help children reach age level and support kindergarten readiness. And it recruits AmeriCorps members to help provide individualized opportunities for preschool-age children to develop language and literacy skills. And in the 2020 academic year, in the midst of a pandemic, they served 40 students, which is remarkable.
And we served those students with 4 AmeriCorps members who were real heroes, who really worked in the most uncertain of times to meet with their children regularly, daily, to do early tutoring, early literacy. So even 3-year-olds are on their path to learning how to read. So we're so proud that even in that hardest year of the pandemic, we launched the program. This year, by comparison, it'll be smooth sailing, right? We have 18 classrooms ready to accept members. We have 17 members that have been recruited, trained, and deployed, and we're still recruiting. So if anybody is interested in learning more about the program, there's still space. But we're so happy to be able to promote early learning and also to build skills and opportunities of our community members, those who are serving.
And the key thing about the United Way is the ability to link people that have talents and skills in certain areas with the needs that are there. We've seen it over and over again in our community, and the pandemic just simply heightened exactly where we needed to be. Then there's the Stuff the Bus campaign.
And yes, we continued Stuff the Bus. Every year I ask, what's the need? Is it changing? Certainly with pandemic, kids are home. Do they need school supplies? Well, yes, yes, yes. Our friends.
And then you gotta get them to them.
And then we have to get them to them. But Dr. Gus and her team have been amazing partners. We've continued Stuff the Bus. We've, of course, adapted it. But this year we provided 4,040 backpacks to students experiencing homelessness. And those were distributed to them through the school relationships that we have, through the homeless liaisons. And this is just one very specific resource that we can put in the hands of a student who knows that the community cares about them and that they have the opportunity to succeed in school.
In a very small way, we also want to recognize people here today. And what better way to start than to start with early care and education as well. And you've got some recognition to hand out this morning.
We do. So we have some certificates, and for those in the room, we'll be presenting those. And so to recognize some of the folks in the room today, we would invite you to come up and receive your certificate. We've got one for the Monterey County Office of Education and the Community Action Partnership of San Luis Obispo, CAPSLO, and also the MCOE Salinas Child Development Center, which is one of our partners in the AmeriCorps program. So those of you representing those agencies, please come up and see Tina, who will be presenting you a certificate. And those of you who are out in virtual land, we will get you your certificates, because we know that we have many other partners beyond the walls of this room. So thank you.
And we're going to take some pictures too while we're at it. So go take a picture. They're at home in their pajamas. It's all right. Everything's fine. It is a very small way for us to just say not only thank you, but also a pat on the back and an encouragement to continue on, because this is what we see time and time again. Again, it's connecting and finding opportunities. And so when we have COVID-19 and what I call the new normal, it's just another challenge. And so what the United Way has taught us over the past year is that as we face those challenges and we can put these people together, we can learn that we can overcome these challenges. And so when the next one comes, and it's coming, it could be coming on the way to the parking lot as we leave today. For those of you at home, it could be coming on your way to work or on your way to the grocery store, whatever you're going to do. It's a new normal, and it's given us the strength and the power and the knowledge to know that together we can overcome these problems. It exacerbates, especially in our community, affordable housing. We already had a crisis. We've been talking about this forever. I mean, this is what many people have said, this is the #1 problem in our community. The affordable housing crisis is made worse by COVID. It was before the pandemic. It has intensified the disparities, and it even really threatens our local economy. And so to address the growing need for rent and utility, in the fall of last year, the United Way and the County of Monterey partnered to distribute $1.25 million of CARES Act funding to support families experiencing financial hardship and housing instability. We have continued our partnership with the County of Monterey on a larger scale to administer the second phase of the Emergency Rent and Utility Assistance Program, with the disbursement of $28 million of state and federal funding. The infrastructure has been updated with the smart referral network software and the capacity of the 211 call center to collaborate with 14 community partners. And among those partners, the Central Coast Energy Services, the City of Greenfield, the City of Gonzales, the City of Monterey, the City of Seaside, City of Soledad, City of Salinas, Goodwill, Central Coast, Hartnell College Foundation, the Housing Resource Center of Monterey County, the City of King, Monterey Peninsula College Foundation, North County Recreation and Park District, the Salvation Army, Monterey Peninsula Corps, all of them gathering together and working together to help distribute this money. And last night on the news, we led with the fact that much of this rental assistance money is going away this week. This continues on. This is an effort that will continue on the part of the United Way and these agencies to continue helping people, because it has to be done. You know it's a need.
It has to be done, and it's hard, but we're figuring it out, and it's not anything that one organization can do. And I appreciate the trust of the County of Monterey that said, we can't do it alone. United Way, can you help us? And then we realized we can do it with partners, and many of the partners that you mentioned, Dan. So we're working on it, and we're pleased to be part of the solution, but that's a more temporary solution. We know that assistance is needed now, but we also continue our work long term. And so I'm really pleased to remind us all that we're also working on some longer term strategies, such as promoting accessory dwelling units. And that's another form of increasing housing supply through an infill strategy, making it easier and more affordable for homeowners to add additional units on their property. That really expands options for multi-generational family living, for rental income from tenants, and smaller units that potentially are more affordable to community members. So to recognize our vital partnerships in the area of housing solutions, we'd like to present a certificate of appreciation to the following organizations that are here today. So you may come up and receive your certificate from Tina. We have the City of Greenfield, City of Gonzales, City of Monterey, Seaside, and City of Salinas, Goodwill Central Coast, Hartnell College Foundation, Housing Resource Center, King City, the Monterey Peninsula College Foundation, the North County Recreation and Park District, Salvation Army, Monterey Peninsula, and the County of Monterey. So I would invite representatives from all of those organizations to come up and receive your certificate. We know many of you are watching virtually, and we will make sure that we get certificates to all. I think this is really just a physical reminder of how important it is to work with partners when you're trying to scale up a solution. When we are addressing such a large problem county-wide, to be able to work with this diversity of partners is really an honor and the most effective way of meeting the need.
How about a round of applause for
Thank you.
One of the things that you saw in the video, and one of the things that has been one of the more popular things that the United Way of Monterey County provides is the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. Free tax preparation services. And just during 2020, they helped file 1,232 state and federal tax returns for Monterey County residents. But it did not happen just alone. They had the support of the VITA volunteers and help of a long-standing partner, which is the Center for Employment Training in Salinas. 426 of those 1,232 returns were filed by CET Salinas. CET Salinas and their service to the community is certainly not limited to helping people with tax preparation. They do so much more. They participate year-round. They're not just a VITA site. They also offer free tax preparation service to all Monterey County residents. And the Center for Employment Training in Soledad also supported us for almost a decade and played a key role as a drive-through and a drop-off site during last year's tax season, which was one of the wildest tax seasons that we've had on record. They have been a big part of what the United Way does, and it's something very special that when you see someone who has been helped, that said, I didn't know where to go, I didn't know what to do, this is way too much for me, and it means the world to them. This comes from Tom Gentle, the Regional Director of the Center for Employment Training in Soledad. I just want to read this. The Center for Employment Training and the United Way share a common interest, and that is improving the lives of our Monterey County residents. The rise in South County of predatory tax preparation scams sparked the IRS and the United Way into action here, and they needed a home to facilitate their services, and the Center for Employment Training Soledad campus has been that home. The Soledad campus has housed the VITA program for over a decade and has served thousands of low-income South County residents. I look forward to a continued partnership and a bright future.
Thank you, Dan. And just a quick note, you say VITA, I say VITA.
VITA, yes.
And not only are there those institutional partners, but I just need to give a shout out to the volunteers that we have that participate in that program, because it's an amazing thing that somebody wants to spend 40 hours learning how to do taxes and then do them. But to see the relationships that build, and even this year as we had all kinds of virtual protocols, even by phone and so forth, the volunteers, the way they were able to connect with those people who were just so grateful to have somebody they could trust to help them with a really personal and important financial situation. So very excited about that, and it continues to evolve remotely, but growing in need. So with that, I want to also talk about some of our other work in what we call our asset building area, and that has to do with financial literacy education. One thing, and this really ties in with that VITA program, one thing we hear from people is they need more information and need more skills about how to manage their money. So we have been really proud to partner with the Monterey County Community Action Partnership, who has funded our financial literacy education workshops to teach participants how to set financial and career goals, manage a budget, understand and repair credit, and inform them of different childcare and subsidy options. So together we offered 25 financial literacy workshops for over 700 residents.
And it doesn't stop there, actually, as well. The United Way has done a collaboration with the Hernandez College Foundation, and that provides virtual assistance to college-bound students and their families with a free application for federal student aid. That's the FAFSA and the DREAM Act applications. And if you know anyone who's ever gone through any of those things, it is a treacherous pile of paperwork, and the assistance in navigation literally changes lives of these young people.
So as far as changing lives, another way that we're doing that is partnering with Goodwill Central Coast for the Prosperity Platform. And the idea there is that we fund a program that provides individual coaching and support through a prosperity planner who teaches the process of outlining goals, holding people accountable, developing an action plan, and giving them access to our active referral network of providers. So really providing that wraparound set of supports to help an individual become self-sufficient. To recognize our valuable partnerships in this whole area of asset building, we'd like to present certificates of appreciation to the following organizations. the Center for Employment Training, and the Monterey Community Action Partnership. And I'm not sure if we have them with us here in the room, so if not, we will owe it to you. We will hand deliver those. So from one of our active referral partners, one of the agencies that is part of that network of service providers is Dorothy's Place, the House of Peace. And we had I have a quote here from Roman Perez, who's the program director there, and he says that the active referral network has allowed us to not only connect our consumers to services, but it has allowed actual warm handoffs among our fellow organizations. Our homeless population and organizations are truly blessed to have such a wonderful tool on our side. So another one of our partners is the Gathering for Women, another agency that is an active participant in that network. And we have this smart referral software, which again, like taxes, another really exciting topic, but it's a tool that we have used and leveraged to better the collaboration amongst our nonprofit and public agency partners. And Gathering for Women has really leaned into that and used that to help with wraparound services and help their residents access a whole range of supports, including financial coaching, food and rent assistance, and counseling.
And we're going through a tremendous amount of programs here just to show you exactly how far your dollar goes with the United Way. It's not exciting to talk about, applying this software in many cases, but it is exciting if it's your agency that's able to use it and able to maximize their talent. Mujeres en Acción. Mujeres. I practiced that yesterday. I got a D in Spanish. Mujeres en Acción is a group of talented women that are passionate to serve their community and mobilizing community health workers. What they do is that they provide outreach support and case management for the Emergency Rent and Utility Assistance Program, and they have been an invaluable resource as the United Way works to build capacity to get assistance into the hands of residents and into the hands of landlords in Monterey County. The partnership creates a diverse workforce that's inclusive of talented leaders who are ready to take on more challenges and improve professional skills and work toward being economically self-sufficient. And we're grateful for their work today.
So since the start of the pandemic, 211 has become an even more central part of how we do our work, how we know what the community needs are, and how we deliver services. And it's really become an essential service, providing many resources. One of the most exciting ones, though, that I was really proud of is the partnership we have with the health department and with the community foundation to create programs supporting COVID-19 vaccinations. And so starting in March, people that couldn't navigate the My Turn and talk about software, all of the complexity of those early vaccination efforts, we were set up to help people that couldn't access appointments on their own, and actually to schedule appointments for callers who are interested in getting vaccinations. So we've been very proud to be able to help people navigate the system and stay safe and really save lives in a significant way. And we couldn't have done that without partners to support it. Also, in collaboration with the Monterey County Health Department and the community health centers, we've administered the Monterey County Stipend Program for individuals who have tested positive for COVID-19, who don't have any sort of sick leave or other sort of compensation replacement, wage replacement, and we are providing stipends for people to stay home and safely isolate during their illness. And so that's another benefit that we've been able to coordinate with our 211 infrastructure, with our county health partners, and we've been pleased to work very closely with a number of organizations that include the health department, many of the county clinics, and doctors on duty, and we're just so pleased to be able to help coordinate a wraparound community approach to helping us stay safe and get through this pandemic. In addition, we've granted funds to Meals on Wheels of the Salinas Valley, as well as Meals on Wheels of the Monterey Peninsula, again, to help people safely isolate during the duration of their COVID illness. And so we've worked closely again with Clínica de Salud, the Monterey County Clinic Services, Health Department, and Doctors on Duty to coordinate all of those types of supports to help people stay safe and be well.
And those were lifelines for so many people, particularly in the early part of the pandemic. You imagine the work of Meals on Wheels, which was the communication. That was the one-on-one, that was the close, and yet that had to be broken as well because of the pandemic. And yet it still carried on, and we still found a way. The partnership with the Office of Emergency Services was so crucial as well over this past year. To both really, I guess, share and receive information about COVID-19 and during the 2020 wildfires. We all remember that and how critical the role of OES was then. The United Way, in all of that time, provided funding to the Community Emergency Response Volunteers and the Monterey Peninsula and Community Association of Big Sur, all supporting about 110 families that were impacted by the river and the Carmel and the Dolan fires in Monterey County. And we want to recognize our essential partners that help support the community in a great time of need. So we have certificates of appreciation for the Community Emergency Response Volunteers and the Monterey Peninsula House of Peace, Dorothy's Place, Gathering for Women, Mujeres en Acción, Monterey County Health Department, the Community Foundation for Monterey County, the Monterey County Department of Social Services, Meals on Wheels of the Salinas Valley, Meals on Wheels of the Monterey Peninsula, Doctors on Duty, Clínica de Salud, and the Monterey County Clinic Services. Could you give them a hand? And if you're here from any of those agencies, come on up and get your certificate. The role of the United Way, Katie, goes on a lot of areas. We've talked about so many of them here this morning, but the people that make up the United Way are just as diverse as the community. Tell us a little bit about that.
A little bit about the people that make up United Way. Well, we are proud to represent the community and to have a series of partners, an amazing staff, and really truly inspired board and volunteer leadership that help us solve problems and also look deeper. We're trying to get out of this, we're trying to do a long-term approach, right? So we don't want to keep handing out cash aid and immediate relief forever. We want to change the system so we don't need to do this. But in the meantime, we're really good at problem solving. We're really good at bringing partners together that have different expertise and knowing that together we will achieve a solution that is going to improve lives here.
And I think on that topic, we should bring Sandy back up to talk a little bit more about that. Sandy?
Thank you. So what a wonderful celebration of all the partnerships, again, that we couldn't do it without you. You know, it's one of the things that I've said in nonprofit work. You know, people will often, I'm sure they say to you too, how do you find the time? How do you name someone that you know, one person that's not busy, especially active, you know, okay, so we're not including seniors that, you know, are homebound, but, you know, working people, name someone you know that's not busy. When people say, you're so busy, one of the things I always say is, and at work too, you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that to me. We're all busy. I'm no more busy than you are. I've been proudly on the board of United Way for 7 years now. We do term out at 6 years. It's a 3-year term. You can renew it once. We term out at 6 years. But they do have a little caveat, a hook. After you term out at 6 years, they can get you for 2 more years if you become the chair of the board. So I will end up with 8 years, and then I will have to term out. But I got to tell you, when my 6 years was coming, I wasn't done yet. Am I busy? Yeah, I'm the chief operating officer of a bank. I'm really busy. I've got grown children. I have 3 grandchildren. But when I was approached 7 years ago to join the board of United Way Monterey County, knowing it was an incredibly active organization, active board. I'm a 5th generation Monterey Peninsulan. I graduated from Pacific Grove High School. I thought, how can I not? You know, our far-reaching breadth and depth of what we do with all of you, it wasn't, well, it did take 2 martinis, but aside from that, it was without question. And so going into my 7th year right now and taking on the extra role of the chair of the board, it is my passion for this community. It's my passion for working with each one of you and your organizations and everything that we do, that we see every single day in the lives that we touch. It's just a no-brainer. It's easy. So thank you on behalf of the entire board and for everything that you do with us and for us. I thank you.
As we close today, we are reminded of how our community really changes, and changes for the better when we work together. When we recognize each other, when we recognize our strengths, and when we recognize our abilities and our willingness to come together to solve problems. That's what the work of the United Way is. That is how it impacts families. That is how it impacts communities that continue to need help from time to time. And we ask that you continue to support the United Way of Monterey County. We ask you to celebrate the partnerships that we have and partner to live united. For 23 years, I've been blessed to be able to be a part of this event. And we have seen all of the challenges. It's so funny to think when I started doing this event, we were all talking about, oh, Y2K is going to be really bad. We're in big trouble. Are we ready for Y2K? We had the recession in 2007 and 8. We've had wildfires. We've had devastation. We've had a global pandemic, and yet we come back and we face these problems together, and we overcome them, and we come out of it hand in hand like the phoenix from the ashes to grow again and do it again because of all of the hard work of a community that is in a very, very special place, made up of very, very special people that are united by the work of the United Way. And we're all very, very lucky to have it. And we hope that you will continue to support it. Katie, you want to finish this out?
Oh, I think you just did, Dan. Thank you so much. It is just inspiring to work in this community and to have the courage of partnerships and the support of all of you, which is really important. And without all of you, we couldn't keep doing this work. So, and it's not you and us, it's we, and it's really just an important reminder to all of us to persevere. We got to keep going. There's no alternative, really. It's hard, but we're figuring it out, and we need you to continue to be part of living united with United Way. So thank you very much.
And all of you at home, next year, we think we'll all be together again.
I will buy you a cup of coffee next year, and
there'll be bacon and eggs.
There will be lots of bacon and eggs, and again, who would have thunk we'd be throwing a breakfast with no food, no coffee, and
all these fundraising people are in philanthropy are going, wow, you can do it without actually paying for the food. We've got something there. Let's run with it. It doesn't have legs. It's not going to work for a long time.
All right, but it is what we have for the moment. So thank you all for being part of this today. And I also, again, want to thank the Monterey County Office of Education and this beautiful studio and the McCate program. And Thank you. We hope to see you in person and around soon. And we will, if not in person, we will see you all on Zoom, because we are more connected than we ever were before. And I truly believe there's been some fabulous learning and growth through the pandemic in the way we work together. And I know that's only going to continue to grow. So thank you.
Have a great day, everyone. All of you watching at home, have a great day. Thank you for joining us. Live United. Take care.
Thanks, Dan. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for all your support too and what you do. Really, very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Imagine the people. They're not really there, but they're not here. But
All right.
I guess I know that there.
Yeah, well, we're still doing them. We're still doing them, but